And what this course actually allows people to do, Sean, and I think Ron would agree with this, is it allows them to basically write their own scripts with the powerful tools that we teach.
Hello, friends of Keller Williams and the BGA Facebook page. I have got the exciting opportunity to interview two rock stars in the Keller Williams community. They teach one of the greatest group coaching courses that you could ever take. It doesn't matter if you're a new agent, seasoned agent, or an agent just looking for some basic tools to get their business rolling. I've got Carol Moll and Ron Wexler live right here in front of us. Guys, how are you doing today?
Fantastic. Thanks for having us, Sean.
Hey, I appreciate it. I just want to let everybody know this class, this course means a lot to me on a personal level. When I got started in the MAPS universe, one of the first classes that I was recommended to take and my sales team took was Language of Sales. And I'm going to tell you what, it made an impression on me, so much so that I keep the folder near me at all times, and it helps me with writing emails, communication, tune-ups on which words I'm using and how impactful they are. So why don't you tell us a little bit about some exciting things about this course? And Karen, let's start with you. Tell us a little bit about how it's self-paced.
Oh, thanks so much, Sean, for this opportunity. One of the things that Ron and I are most excited about right now is that we have gone to a self-paced learning environment. So in the past, when people have taken it, the feedback we got was it's a great class and it's a lot of work and I got behind. And then when they get behind, they just don't want to catch up because you're really learning a new language, right? You can't jump from Spanish 1 to Spanish, 3. You've got to learn the steps in between. So what Ron and I did was we actually got together with a great videographer. All the new components, there's video, there's audio, there's self-paced learning. There's so much excitement around this particular launch of Language of Sales, which now is going to be ongoing, because people can really learn at their own pace. Additionally, we'll have live sessions once a month where Ron and I, you'll see us like this, we'll show up and we'll answer questions, and we'll be on our ongoing Facebook community where people can post homework, ask questions, get individualized attention. We're really excited about this.
I love that. I was telling you guys before we got started on our video here that, when I took the course, there is a lot of great practice, a lot of great steps that you're going through. And, I'd be the one in the Saturday morning with a cup of coffee going over the last week that I loved. I felt a great sense of community. And you guys do a really good job of building a Facebook group together. Ron, why don't you tell us a little bit about that community of Language of Sales and how that works?
Well, so, when you're learning, I can speak so well. When you're learning a new language, it's great to have other people who are messing it up and having, a hard time and figuring it out together and getting it right together. And so what's really kind of amazing is this Facebook page gets real active with everybody sharing. They're sharing their homework, and then people are critiquing the homework and coming back and talking about, here's what I did. And then really what's been a blast is seeing people actually implement it and come back and share their experiences. So, I went to the seller that I've had for 6 months. I couldn't get him to do anything. He was about to fire me. I wrote out and figured out some really good Language of Sales language. I went back to him. I got a price reduction. I got the commission raised. I got my listing extended. We took new pictures and sold in 2 weeks, things like that. So it's really getting people in the game together. And the Facebook page is just the icing on the cake. The new self-paced learning is unbelievable because you can do it when you can do it. And just like you said, a lot of people, instead of watching cartoons on Saturday morning, you can just turn it on and spend an hour doing that. So
go ahead.
No,
I was going to say, it makes it doesn't just, it's not just a course that you use in your own work. It even tunes up your conversations in your personal life too.
Big difference everywhere in your life for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. And the one thing I always think that is interesting is, we are in an industry where language, if you're not a mastering and improving your language, you're really going to struggle in this industry. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times I hear people saying, when we're talking about coaching and different things, people are like, well, I don't want to be scripted. I want to be original. I want to be myself. Why don't you tell us a little bit about some of those myths around being scripted or they want to be themselves? Tell us a little bit about that. Karen, let's start with you.
Well, you know what? We hear that all the time. And as someone who's a former Bolt coach, that was one of the biggest things. These scripts don't sound like me. Well, of course they don't, because you're not used to doing them. You know, again, if I was going out to learn to speak Spanish right now, I wouldn't sound like a native speaking, you know, Spanish person. I would have to learn step by step. And what this course actually allows people to do, Sean, and I think Ron would agree with this, is it allows them to basically write their own scripts with the powerful tools that we teach. And although there's 12 sessions, we actually get into about 18 or 19 different language tools that people can use to power up their own language. And as you mentioned, you know, a lot of our examples, yes, we're geared towards real estate, and yet a lot of our examples that people can relate to are life. How do you talk to your kid? How do you talk to your spouse? How, you know, you want to have powerful language, and the more you do it and practice it, the more it becomes second nature, and your script is now just your dialogue because it's been internalized.
Oh, God, I'll tell you. Anything to add to that, Ron?
Well, just I think a lot about, you know, when they're building a highway, how noisy and painful and awful and dirty, and you get a headache driving through it. Well, language of sales is a little bit like that at the beginning. You know, you're learning something new. You know, you didn't come out of the womb speaking perfect English, right? And
Yep.
you had to learn it, and now you don't think about what you're going to say. Language of sales is the same way. You're going to really focus on it, learn it, internalize it, master it, and you're not going to think, oh, I'm going to embedded command this person now. It's just going to come out of you normally and naturally in your conversation. And that's real. That is, if there's a trick, the trick is you internalize it. You don't even know you're using it anymore. It just becomes the way you communicate powerfully with the people you're speaking with.
Great point. I'll tell you, and I absolutely love this course. I need to take it again. So if I want everyone to listen to me real clearly that's watching this video, if you are an agent that maybe lost a listing, if you have a home that's staying on the market a little bit longer, if you feel that you need to improve or sharpen your skill set, don't wait. Run right now to your computer, send an email to MAPSBGA, MAPSBGA at KW.com, and request access to get into language of sales, or go to the KW Maps coaching website. We would love to schedule some time for you to get enrolled in this class. We're passionate about it because we know that it works. We want you to succeed, and we want you to get better with all parts of your language and your life. Thanks so much, guys, for joining me, and have a great day.
You too.
Thank you, Sean.